Hi guys! Hope you are having a great time. Today we are going to talk about gerund with infinitive in English language, understanding the differences when we use each of them and many more rules. Before we start, please subscribe my channel and also comment if you have any questions about the grammar. Okay, let us start. What is a gerund and what is an infinitive? Look at the first one. Let's talk about the gerund. A gerund is a verb noun that ends in ing, and it functions as a noun in a sentence, such as swimming is my favorite hobby. So, when it comes to gerund, gerund is a verb plus ing. Okay? And finally, it's not a verb, it's a noun. Look at the example. Swimming is my favorite hobby. Here, swimming is a gerund, yes? And in here, it's a noun. It's our subject. Okay, so it's important. So when you see gerund and it's verb plus ing, it doesn't mean that it's a verb or it's like present continuous. Of course not. Gerund is a noun here. Now the next, the infinitive. An infinitive is the base form of a verb, often preceded by the word to, and can function as a noun, adjective, or adverb. So here, an infinitive can be a noun, can be adjective, or adverb, such as I love to swim. Look at here. So here we have a base form of a verb. And after that, we have to, then again the verb. Yes? So in here, the structure is infinitive because you can see to. But in the last part, it was verb plus ing, so it was a gerund. Okay? So this is the difference between the structure of a gerund and infinitive. Gerund is verb and ing. Infinitive is the base form of a verb plus to. Very well. Now, let's talk about gerund and when and where we use it. Gerund usage. When to use the gerund. The first part. As the subject of a sentence. Can you remember I told you gerund is a noun? Yes? So the first place is when the gerund is the subject. So gerunds can be used as the subject of a sentence, such as studying is important for success. Here studying is gerund and it's the subject of our sentence. Okay? So number one, use gerund as the subject. Look at number two. Use gerund after certain prepositions. So sometimes we use gerund after prepositions. Look at here. Gerunds are often used after prepositions such as after, by, in, without, and, for, as. As in the sentence, I'm looking forward to going on vacation. So look at here, I'm going forward to going on vacation. Here, after the preposition, it's going. The next, after certain verbs. This is really important. The exact rule about when to use infinitive and when to use gerund is that you should know the verbs After some verbs we use gerund, and after some verbs we use infinitive. Look at here. Now let's talk about gerunds. Gerunds are used after verbs like enjoy, finish, consider, deny. Also the verbs like love, hate, like. For example, I like swimming. I hate playing volleyball. I love playing football. Okay? So after some special verbs like enjoy, finish, consider, deny, love, hate, like, after these kind of verbs, you use gerund. And for more information, you can Google it and you will find a lot of more verbs used by gerund. Now, let's talk about infinitive. The usage of infinitive, when to use it and how to use it. So, here, an infinitive as the subject of a sentence. So, like gerund, sometimes infinitive can be the subject. Let's read. Infinitives can be used as the subject of a sentence, such as to travel the world is my dream. So, sometimes you can start your sentence with to and then the verb. In this case, infinitive is the subject of your sentence. So, to travel the world, to travel is the subject of your sentence. Maybe it's a bit odd or strange, but it's true. Now, the next part. Use infinitive as the object of a verb. So, infinitive can be subject and object. Both of them can be true. Infinitives are often used as the object of a verb, as in, I want to learn French. This one, using as object, is really common. Most of the time, we are using this structure. Look at here. I want to learn French. To and then the verb. Here, I is the subject. To learn is our object. Very well. And the last one, to express purpose. This is also important. We use gerund in different ways. We said it can be a noun in some situations. And with some special words. But in here, we use infinitive when we want to talk about the purpose, when we want to talk about why we are doing something. Look at here, infinitives can be used to express purpose, as in, I'm studying hard to get good grades. So, I'm studying hard, get good grades, to get. So, this is what I'm doing, and this is why I'm doing that. I'm talking about my purpose. Okay, so when you want to talk about your purpose, you use infinitive, not gerund. Okay, so a really quick review of infinitive. It can come as the subject of a sentence, it can come as an object of a sentence, and also it can be used to express purpose in English. Very good. Here, distinguishing between gerund and infinitive. And now it's a kind of distinguishment or comparison. Look at a function. Determine whether the verb is acting as a noun or a verb. So, if you want to understand that is that a gerund or infinitive, first look at it to see if it's a noun or verb. If it's a noun, it's gerund, and if it's a verb, it's infinitive. The next, check for preposition. If you find preposition, so it's gerund. Gerunds are often used after prepositions, while infinitives are not. Okay, so the second is about prepositions. And the third, identify the verb. Gerunds are formed from verbs, while infinitives are the basic form of the verb. And this is the third way to distinguish between gerund and infinitive. And here, let's see the gerund and infinitive in action. It means practical when we use it. In this paragraph, the gerund traveling is used as a subject, while the infinitive to experience is used to express purpose. So we are having a paragraph, some sentences here. Let's read them together. Traveling to new places is my favorite hobby. I love to experience different cultures and cuisines. Whenever I have the opportunity, I make it a point to visit as many countries as possible. Very nice. Now look at here, traveling. Traveling to new city or new places is my favorite hobby. So here is that gerund or infinitive. Very good. It's gerund because it's a verb plus ing. Is the verb here? Of course not. It's a noun and it's the subject. Very nice. Look at the next one. I love to experience different cultures and cuisines. I love to experience here is talking about purpose. Why I like to travel because I want to experience. So, and here it's infinitive. Whenever I have the opportunity, I make it a point to visit as many countries as possible. Again, to visit, it's infinitive. And in here, I will also have more examples of gerund with infinitive. Can you read it for yourself? You can pause the video and look at the examples before I explain them. Very good. Now I want you to help me. Look at this first one. I enjoy reading books in my free time. Why is gerund? Can you remember? Very good, that's great. Because of the verb enjoy. We talked about it. We said after some certain verbs we use gerund, like enjoy, like consider, like love, hate. Now look at the next one. My goal is to write a novel one day. So here we have to plus base form of a verb. So it's infinitive. Look at the next one. Painting is a relaxing hobby for me. It's the verb plus ing, so it's a gerund. And here, painting, is that subject of a verb? Subject of a sentence? Of course, it's the subject. And the last sentence, I decided to pursue a degree in engineering. Aha. It means I want to study engineering. I want to follow engineering. Yes, pursue. So here is the purpose, yeah? And also it's infinitive because of the structure. Very well, very well. The last but not least, mastering gerund and infinitive key takeaways. So if you want to be great at gerund and infinitive, first you need to know and understand the differences, know the usage, and 3, practice and apply. So today we talked about the differences and also how to use them. The point which is left is the practice. It's on your own. Please practice after this video, the class, and if you have any question, you can ask me on the comments. I will reply you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it was useful for you and you have learned Gerund and Infinitive correctly. Please subscribe my channel, like the video, and also comment any questions.